Hey, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Did you all get a snowstorm? I can't believe we go from spring like weather to snow. Hey, Ellen, Solo, AT, Pristine, London, Crime Brulee, Joe Madre, Candace, Krampus, Gladys. It's good to see all of you. Moi, Mrs. Colombo, Savannah is back. Lori, True Texan, Parody Patty, Lucy and Milo. Moi. Hey, Catherine. Miss Robin, Leo, Mr. Predicto, Gary. You all there in the live started, so my whole entire tag disappeared. I hate when that happens. Picasser, I don't know how to say your name. Polish, Be Good, Go Bulldogs, Grandma Sherry, K&S, good morning. Generally Jenny and JD, it's good to see all of you. Me too. Leo, I was just watching the same. I was actually going to postpone this for a few different reasons, but that being one. Hey, Ann, Lily, fixing a snap. Good morning. Kells Bells, Miss Robin. So part of me's like, listen, they want me to respond. You know what I mean? Like, these are people that poke at me all the time. They want me to respond. I'm fully convinced that is the motive here is to respond. Um, and I've ignored them. I ignored them this far, and this is what they do. They go and they try to cause conflict and they try to recruit others, and whether Queen realizes it or not, she's being recruited to do the dirty work they've been doing for months now. Um, Ironically, somebody showed a comment I left in a private chat, which I'll show the context to. But there was quite a few things that were said last night. Thank you, Carrie. I do appreciate that. I've worked really hard not to be the angry, reactive, just letting file things fly out of my mouth person that I was. And I've done that over time by learning what to listen to, what not to listen to, what's worth a response and what isn't. And quite frankly, Voices is not and has never been worth a response because Voices is miserable all on her own. This is who and what she's always been, and nothing about that will change. But I want to show you guys just a little idea of how some of these people think and what's so insane about it. Hey, AMAC. Hey, Titanium. This is literally the logic of some of these people. So, first off, it was stated while on a panel with a bunch of others about me going live and how I shouldn't be on YouTube when I have young children. My children are 11 and 17, and I go live at this time of day, which means my child is at school. It's funny, I found right, Blue Petunia, thank you. I'm sure that happens a lot, to be honest. I rarely go live on the weekends because I do. Sunday is family day, and I don't usually go live on the weekends because my children are home. So it's funny to see these people who are friends with other creators who have children that are younger than mine be live all day, all night, several times a day, and for hours on end, have the audacity to comment about me going live because I have children. It is like the Twilight Zone. It's like there's zero awareness and it's infuriating. Again, my children are at school, but even if they weren't, what does it matter? You know what I mean? What does it matter? Hold on, let me fix something really quick. But they'll do that and they'll say that, right? But at the same time, they're saying, leave kids out of it. Don't talk about kids. People's home life and kids are none of your business. Well, unless it's my kids. My kids seem to be fair game. And I'm going to point this out to you with the delusions of how these people think with one screenshot, just one screenshot. Is they have the nerve to go through someone's children, right? So here's a perfect example. This is the logic of these people. So there are two grown adult creators right now that have a photo of my minor daughter on their channel, right? I'm not gonna lie, I got mad. I made a remark that would it be okay if I were to then put up a picture of your child? And the other person, I legit threatened to put up a photo of their daughter who was my age. Oh, Leo, you are so appreciated. Hey, Pickle Lover, Tweety, Night Stalker. One of them had kids way younger than yours. They're up all night most days. And if I were to mention that, I'm the bad guy, Candace. If I'm to mention what we can hear through their own speakers, I'm the bad guy. If I'm to mention that we can hear their children up at 12:30, 1 a.m. in the morning, I'm the bad guy, but they can speak on mine. I tricked you, Squirty. I'm a catfish. Here's an example, and you guys tell me what you think of this logic. This person wants people to be outraged over this. Yeah, she said on her live last week because I showed her daughter's pic in a video that she should show mine. And they're like, oh, how horrible. Oh my God, Granny's threatening to show her children. But they're neglecting the fact that she showed and has mine up on her channel as we speak. So is the threat of me doing it the worse than the act of it being done? Seriously. This is their logic. This is how they think. Does it make sense to any of you? I know, Firefly. I know. That's the logic. How horrible Granny would do that. Oh my God, Granny threatened to show a photo of your child? Well, because Granny reacted to the fact that my child is sitting on your fucking channel right now. And I said, so if I go and do it to yours, would I be wrong? And that alone is for them to go, oh, she's horrible. But not the fact that you have my daughter's photo up. That's the fucking logic of you people. Okay. Right? Okay. The logic that I shouldn't be going live because I have children, but we can hear your friend who's on streams for hours on end, rather be on her channel or somebody else's panel with their children. Oh, but she has a husband, so it's okay. What? Are you serious? Let's not forget, all because I'm the big bad wolf, right? I'm the big bad wolf. Yeah. And that's all because I threatened to respond the way that I am met. What do they call it? Matching energies, right? You lay the groundwork, I'll match the energy. So they do, Nisi B. They do. Hey, Rebel Soul. She's very much aware that that is my child, and I don't have to argue the semantics of it. And if, and I will say again, if I decided to respond at that level and go and post a photo of hers, I'd be the bad guy. And you got to love how that happens, just like me saying somebody is mentally stunted, but this woman literally shouted out that, people are the R word. Well, you're angry I called you mentally stunted after what you've hosted on your panel about me? Allegations of me doing things with my children in bed? You have the nerve to be angry that I called you mentally stunted when you're hosting the doxing of my father? When you're sitting over there, voices sitting over there bad mouthing felons, these felons, these felons. Do you know how many felons you associate with? Really? Or Granny's a junkie. You know how many people on that panel with you are also, in your standards, a junkie? It's like, it's the irony that these people don't interrupt and say, well, wait a minute. Everything you're saying about felons, you're also saying about me. Well, wait a minute. When you're calling her a junkie, you're also calling me a junkie. What do you mean? When you're calling her a bad mom, well, I'm a bad mom because, Granny never lost custody of her kids, but I have. And that's the shit that they'll clip and they'll be like, oh my God, Granny's talking about my children. But they won't ever tell you how they just had a 2.5 hour, 3 hour panel doing all of that to me. They'll never tell you that. People can handle what they dish out, that immediately results to insults. Absolutely, Missy Mo. They can't handle an adult conversation. So you're not matching energies with me because my energy is above that. I'm no longer, I'm not at the level. You know why I'm no longer at that level? Because I got rid of the people that kept me there. I got rid of the voices. I got rid of those that are with this mind state. I got rid of the women that are in their 40s and 50s and they find humor in talking about another woman's vagina. I got rid of it. I no longer participate in that type of behaviors because, quite frankly, I'm above them. I know, Mr. Predicto, is why they go after my children. They dox my family. They dox me. They talk about my looks. They talk about my recovery, my vagina, you name it, because they want me to respond in the same way. And then they can say, oh my God, I'm a victim. Yes, QWERTY, I want you to smack a lot of bitches. Yes, I do. And then I'll be threatened with, I threaten violence on them. It's unbelievable. So I want to show you all because somebody put up a video, a screenshot of a comment, but they left out the actual context. And I'm going to give you the context because I'm not ashamed of anything I've said. I've absolutely said that Queen is no better than what she calls out. I'm going to show you why I've said that. Just a moment here. So I want you all to remember that Queen is claiming that I've done something horrible, right? I've done something horrible. I allowed Senator and Emmy up here. I was very fair and thoughtful to Queen. I didn't drag her. I didn't lead her for filth. I did nothing, nothing of the sort, but I'm sure she's getting her information from Voices, who's been doing this to me for over a year and a half now, as I'm supposedly riding her coattails, but yet that woman obsesses about me on every single panel she goes on. So here's the context behind it. On March 23rd of, wait, was it March 23rd? What was the date? It was March of 2023. Voices was up on Queen's panel. I wasn't watching, knew nothing about it until I was told about it. And here was my response. My response. All right. Welcome, Jamie's Corner. Thank you. Hey, Winnie the Pup. All right. So, on ECB, I really worked hard to do it. Hey, Narcos, I just shared your video. It's something I've learned to do because these people they poke. Do you know that two of these women, I use the term loosely, two of them literally stated that they were intentionally triggering me for a week because they had planned on doing a stream about me and they were so certain that I was going to go live triggered. They were certain of it. So they intentionally were posting photos about my child. They were using my daughter to trigger me. They were talking about my family to trigger me. They tried using unflattering photos of me to trigger me because they wanted to. Can you imagine, as the grown adults that we are, that you spend a week trying to purposely and intentionally hurt somebody's feelings so that when you did a live stream you were so proud of that night, the next day they would go live upset in hopes that I would respond on their level so they can say, see, that's who and what Granny is. And guess what I did? I took 4 days off to ensure I didn't. Idiots. It is. It's thank you, Truth and Justice. It is Nisi B. It reminds me of an abusive, yeah, it does. So here's the truth of it. The woman that posted the screenshot puts this in and is Queen's panel. Sunday session, YouTube streets on fire. Let's chat, hang out, have some laughs, open panel. She goes, it's getting ugly again. I write back, how ugly?
Now Queen Bee thinks you were talking on her. She said people were sending her a bunch of clips, and then she went after Voices about why she made the felon remark. And then Voices said because you told her you were better than her, and then it just turned ugly.
So underneath of that, and I'll rewind it back, you'll see, I literally said, I never talk about Queen. Let me show it again.
I don't know. Now Queen Bee thinks you were talking on her.
I never spoke bad on Queen, and I don't give a fuck. If I want to, I will. She's no better in what she calls out because Queen was hosting a panel about me. Okay. That is why I said what I said, because she was hosting a panel about me. You ever have a chat room of a free for all at your expense? A chat that is just completely saying the most outrageous, disgusting things. Let me show you how bad the chat got.
She said people were sending her a bunch of clips, and then she went after voices about why she made the felon remark.
So at that point, Queen was confused and me speaking about another woman that's name was B. So by me saying B, Queen was receiving clips of me speaking about another creator that had nothing to do with her. So you see that's highlighted right there. Now, the person that left the voice clip, the person that posted the screenshot without the context, also goes on to say, oh, for fuck's sake. And then I get this, that chat is whoa, I can't even. And then this bullshit is ridiculous. And then this person writes, not with the chatters. That's where my response came from.
And then voices said, because you told her you were better than her. And then it just turned ugly. I don't know.
And I did say I was better than voices, because this is at the point where she wished another creator's daughter's first birth to be a split to splat birth. And she made remarks about the unborn child. So yes, I was better than you. I am better than you. I will always be better than you. Thank you so much, Claire, for the PayPal. It really means a lot to me. Thank you. But they only show the you know, like this idea of Queen, like, oh, I'm talking about her. She's talked about me for Hello! Ah! She has held panels about me for a long time now. This is nothing new. What's new is me responding. That's what's new. So that was one. That was just to show the context behind why I said what I said. It was a free for all at my expense going down. Thank you so much, Claire Bear. I wasn't sure. Thank you. Hello! Ah! Okay. There's also some other voice clips. So around the same time, Voices was up on Queen's panel and she was lying about another creator. And I'm going to play that voice clip here. And this is when I wasn't even aware of like who these people were.
Basically, the one guy on there, Ben B. Tim, was saying that you have good videos about Lana and like giving you all this credit for the good videos you have, and he finds your channel really insightful. And Voices went on this whole rant and was like, oh no, he has a lifetime restraining order against him. He's a real piece of shit. So here, I thought that was sent to me today, but it was on Discord or Google Chats, and I don't have that on this phone. It was on my old phone, and it was the 15th. So the end of Queen Bee's live stream on the 15th, Voices completely lied about you.
And that is the problem a lot of creators have with you, Queen, as you're yelling about not correcting misinformation. You allow misinformation. You actually told me I was right about Voices, and you know I'm right. And I'm going to show you another way. QWERTY, thank you so much. Wow, thank you. That one's just for you, QWERTY. Thank you so much, sincerely. Let me show you a little bit of that. So this is the type of shit that Voices does, and everybody knows it. It's new to nobody, but she has this really weird way of acting like she's responding, like she's just matching energy. Well, I'll tell you about matching energy, and I'm going to do so in just a moment after this video plays.
StreamYards with people and cluck about the bullshit that's going on out here. So, just hippies, run back over to your hippie hut and let your leader know that I'm going to be making sure she doesn't have a job by the time I'm done.
So there's Voices saying, I'm going to make sure Jones in here doesn't have a job by the time she's done. This is always the one. This is also the one, Voices, that threatens to call the IRS on people, threatens to call CPS on people, has contacted people, state board on them. She goes extremely real life. So when I see Queen having a title with my name in it, and you're slick with the way you wrote it very slick. Let's talk about the doxing in the real life. You're sitting next to one of the biggest doxers and real lifers that has a history of doing just that. So whatever fingers you want to point at anybody else kind of becomes a mute point if you won't even point them back at your panel guest. So watch what Voices follows this up with.
You go take care of that for me, and I'll keep doing me. What makes me better? Doesn't matter what makes me better. What matters is that I know that I'm better.
If Voices truly thought that she was way better than everybody, I'm going to play that next, cold as ice. If she really believed that she was better than people, she wouldn't be on YouTube constantly being negative and looking for conflict between people. She wouldn't constantly be trying to get people worked up and threatening people and comparing herself with others. But that is what she manages to always do. And I'm going to show you two of those examples in just a moment. Just give me a moment for that. Let's go on and see what she says here.
So that's all that really matters in my world. And I guess if you don't want it done to you, don't fucking say it about me then.
Right there. That is what Voices is classic for saying and doing. If you don't want it done to you, don't say it about me. Joneson never said it about Voices, never. But she throws that in to try to excuse herself on what she's doing. That's all. So now it's okay because she's now laying the foundation that, well, Joneson threatened it first. She did not.
Because you're going to find out exactly how unhinged I can be. So there you go. Brand me a real lifer. I don't give two fucks. But when your leader loses her fucking job because she's smoking pot in a state that it's not legal in, and she's working with children.
So now there she goes further, right? And you guys get the idea. So on my community tab, you can go check it out. So she makes the excuse that it was done to her, so it's okay she does it back. Well, I'll tell you what, Voices, you were really good friends with Sabrina, who sent me all this information to let me know that you, my friend, traveled to a different state to purchase weed because it's illegal where you are. So as you're bragging to everybody that you're in this new office job and all that, maybe you should watch what you put out into this universe. Okay? I'm so sick of people like you thinking you can take away other people's livelihoods that they worked hard for because you dislike what they say and do on the internet. You don't know Joneson. You didn't have a problem with Joneson until Queen did. You are a follower. You're a piece of shit, and stop going into people's real lives. And now I'm going to take you back in time to a time when Voices switches communities like she always does because, well, she doesn't last long anywhere because she's trash. So in that screenshot that I showed where that woman says, oh, you know, Granny threatened to show my daughter's photo because I have her daughter's photo up. You saw that, right? Irony? Yeah. The woman that you saw in that screenshot is also part of this conversation.
You know what, Natasha? Welcome to fucking life. Maybe you need to go back in the bed for 3 fucking days and get the fuck off YouTube and stop. And people would quit. But right now, all of us are like tired of you, and we're not going to stop until.
See, Voices' purpose and the only way she fits in is by being vile and nasty towards another. She always has to feel like she is on a movement because that is the only way people accept her. Voices was accepted because she was anti-Natasha and she was nasty and vile. Voices is accepted because she's anti-Bullhorn Betty and she's nasty and vile. Voices is accepted because she's anti-Grady, but nobody would ever accept Voices if Voices was Voices, and she knows it. She knows it. So she always has to be part of this movement of just being nasty.
Till you get it. And yes.
So she's not going to stop until this woman's off the internet. I wish I could find out. I wish I knew. I'm going to say Voices being in her ear is one of the reasons.
I will send that fucking cookbook and prove your daughter to be a fucking plagiarizer. You want to go this real life route? Bitch, we're going real fucking life. And I will send it to your daughter's dean.
Does that sound familiar? You want to go this real life route? Bitch, we're going real life. Nobody ever threatened to go real life on Voices at that time either. You just witnessed twice where she threatens to go real life and then claims this in response. Ironically, they did that to me. I wrote in a chat, would it be okay for me to contact the IRS on Voices? And they used that on the screen to justify why Voices was saying what she was saying, except for I said it after. That is always what they do. So Voices at this point is having a conversation about contacting a young girls' college because she created cookbooks.
School. I will find out where it's at. I will fucking do it. And don't think that I won't. And I hope you're fucking happy because you created this goddamn monster. And I am going to move forward with it. And I am going to do it with a motherfucking smile on my toothless face.
So she's going to move forward with getting her daughter clicked out of college because she doesn't like her. I'm really, honestly, I'm thankful that you see it for what it is, because this is absolutely a bully gang of women that go on and on about me. They gather to different channels every day, all day, and all they speak about is me. And then they have the nerve, if they get me to a spot, which they admit it, they intentionally look to get me to, where I respond in a way that takes me out of my natural character after hearing all these vile things about me, they're suddenly victims. It is baffling to me. But let me give you another example. So why I had my fallout with Voices is because of this. Because I took a stand that this was absolutely not okay, and I would never be okay with it. She turned around and told me that she's better than me because I'm a single mom and I'm a felon. So all you single mom felons out there, she's better than you.
I hope your daughter has 48 hours of miserable back labor. And then I hope the baby's born so fast they don't have a chance to give her an episiotomy and her fucking crotch splits from split to splat. That's what I wish for your daughter now. But that's okay for you to make money that way? Yes, it is. But I'm a scammer. You are. I hope it twists her crotch. She has to have 57,000 daddy stitches. You want to.
Now, this is about a creator's daughter. Look at the venom in her face. Look at the seriousness. Now watch, you are going to see Voices, after saying her vile shit, is going to do what I just showed you she's done in 2 other videos.
You want to make me the bad guy? I'll be the bad guy. No problem. I'll be the bad guy. Fuck you.
And that is all she's accepted for being that bad guy. That's it. That's all she is ever accepted for, is being that nasty, bad guy. You will always be accepted on a panel who needs you for their dirty work, and that is it. Right. And when she gets called out on things like this, she turns around and she'll say, oh, well, it's my medication, or I'm trying to be better, meet me where I'm at, I'm bipolar. You're not the only fucking person. I don't come out here and lay out my medical, excuses on the table, because quite frankly, they're not excuses. We are responsible for the way we behave. So there was another little host fest, and these people are really just itching to get on Queen's panel to spiel this type of shit. Let me give you an example really quick. How would any of you feel if this type of vile fucking statement was made against you, which can absolutely lead to CPS calls being done? Raw dogging myself. And then the conversation went on to be about my father. Raw dogging myself in bed with my child. She's always said and done horrific shit. So that's one thing these people allow on their panels, right? Mind you, kids are off limits. Kids are off limits. I actually hid my stream yesterday because I have to edit So people don't, I'm not advertising. You can't hear it? All right. I can try to make the volume higher. But kids are off limits unless they're my kids. My kids are fair game. My kids are allowed to be discussed. They're allowed to discuss where they think my kids are while I'm live. They're allowed to discuss where they think my kids live. They're allowed to discuss where they think my kids fucking sleep at this point. Raw dogging to the point of bleeding and then run into my mods. I ran into a group chat of 2 women I was friends with being terrified. And that's right before I was diagnosed with the cervical cancer. You all swear I wasn't. Okay. Raw dog in my vagina till it bled. Did you see the filthy, disgusting picture that paints? Oh, I know why you guys couldn't hear it. I'm sorry. I didn't share screen. Listen to what a filthy, disgusting picture this paints of fallacies that this sick woman created in her head.
Laying in the bottom bunk to my bunk bed with my kid, raw dogging my vagina till it bled, and then going and crying to my mods.
What?
Oh my God.
Hold on. So no.
Laying in the bottom bunk to my bunk bed with my kid, raw dogging my vagina till it bled, and then going and crying to my mods.
What?
Oh my God.
Raw dog in my vagina in bed with a kid. Who the fuck thinks this way? So Voices acts like all of this is new, and I'm just so jealous of her. Let me play you guys an older clip. So I at one point I was demonetized, as many creators were around the same time. And there was Danilo Cavalcante was in my backyard, an escaped convict. And this conversation took place over on a panel where, quite frankly, at that time, the creator didn't even panel up.
What have you done locally? You went out and you made.
She wants to know what I've done locally. During the pandemic, I actually ran a local site where we went and took care of the elderly. We collected dog food, we collected cat food. We went grocery shopping. I helped create Easter baskets for kids. I sent out packages of Mother's Day crafts for kids to make for the parents that relied on school crafts to be celebrated on Mother's Day as single parents. I do a lot for my community. What do you do? Because I have locals from around you that claim that you reached out to advocate for them and they no longer wanted your advocacy. And what did you do? You turned around and trashed them.
What have you done locally? You went out and you made money off of following JLR around while trying to dodge JLR and Dolly's cameras.
I did try to dodge JLR's camera because these people have torn apart everything about me, including my thumb. Dolly was not there when I was for me to dodge Dolly's camera. Just wasn't there. So I wasn't dodging his camera. But yes, I have been torn apart. They actually pulled up a photo of me and of a random woman to complain and compare me to this woman, claiming I wore the same clothes for days on end while being with a YouTuber who was getting like 20K watching at a time. Mind you, she's sitting next to people that don't cam up and won't cam up.
Because you're ashamed of your looks, because you're insecure.
Because I'm ashamed of my looks. Now I'm gonna upload this one, because I want you guys to see her looks as she's saying this about me. I'm not ashamed of my looks at all. I'm just not competing with middle life nobodies on YouTube about my looks. That's all. I'm actually so secure in my looks that I don't need to pull apart yours every chance I get, which is what you've all done to me. But I want you all to see her face as she's saying this. So let me upload it. It is insane. And I got some more to put up about all of this. So this is uploaded. I'm going to play the rest of it while we're at it, just to prove how secure she is in her looks. Because secure people often go on about other people's looks. I mean, listen.
What have you done locally?
There's just no comparison to the two. There's no comparison to me and Voices. I'm not looking to compare myself to Voices. Right. At least, yeah. She admitted she didn't bathe for 2 days. I mean, come on. Who are you, lady? So let me play the rest of it.
I am almost 50 years old. I've earned every line, every gray hair. I have a beautiful smile.
So who is she comparing? What does it matter how old you are? What does it matter that you've earned every gray hair? Why are you comparing yourself to me? That's your insecurity speaking, not mine, sweetheart. No, you know what, Jason? I'll be honest. I'm tired of being okay with it. Yeah, it gets to a point where you get tired of being okay with it. I get tired of my family being weaponized. I get tired of my kids being spoken about. I get tired of my looks being torn apart. I get tired of these people pointing their fingers at me for the same things they are actively doing. I'm tired, is what I am.
My body's not half bad looking. I mean, I'm not that. I ain't great, but still got a set of tits on me, yo. Still got a set of fucking tits on me.
And an old car still got a set of tires. Okay.
I'll tell you, I will beat the brakes off you, and I'll beat the tits right off you. So don't play with me.
So what warranted that? What warranted Voices standing up without her teeth in, showing what a beautiful smile she has, looking like somebody's fucking uncle, okay, that just went hunting for Thanksgiving dinner, to say she's going to beat the tits off me? I don't speak on this woman. Let me see if my video uploaded yet, so I can show you all this beautiful whirlwind she does here, this beautiful twist about she takes here, in all her glory. Who's insecure? Yeah, I've never had to stand up on a camera and say, "Well, I still got a pair of tits on me," ever. And again, this is all because if you guys can put Sketcho or something, don't advertise these freaks in here. This is all because what? What? Is for nothing other than the only way you get the views and the attention is off of my name, by allowing the vile shock factor that takes place on your panel. Prove me wrong. You can't go one day without speaking on me, because when you do that, your views go down drastically. I just want to give me 1 second, because this is the weird shit that this bitch does on the daily. And then has the nerve to say I'm riding off her coattails. How often do I speak about her? Anybody? This isn't somebody that crosses my mind. This isn't somebody I'm speaking on all the time. This is the weirdo shit that she does. And then to have the nerve, somebody's riding your coattails, bitch. I wouldn't even want to ride behind your coattails. Well, thank you, Niecy B. I hate the whole looks thing anyway. A person's looks does not enhance or detract from my listening experience. Right. Well, that's true, isn't it? The point is, who's competing with who? Who's constantly going on about who? Who's making up vile rumors about who? If I could only post a meme. Well, and I know you've had experience with Voices. You're welcome to share them. So remember when Voices got all bent out of shape, that I put out there that the woman she claimed to be advocating for, because the woman's daughter was missing, denounced her and said she didn't want her to advocate for her anymore. And we went and we counted over 60 lies being told on Brittany J's panel regarding that situation. They also claimed that I reached out to the family. I did not. Somebody else did. I didn't. But I'll tell you what, the mother did reach out to me, and she told me I was heaven sent. They contacted her PO, put out the Digits for Others contact PO, doxed her address and location, put it all out for everyone to see. Then they put out photos of my children. My children's school has been doxed. The threats, the memes that I'm a drug addict, I'm actively using, encouraging CPS against me. There's photos of my children out there because of these people. It is never ending. And yet others want to cry because I had somebody up here to share about an email they received threatening them. Now, I want you all to see this woman's voice as this goes down.
What have you done locally? You went out and you made money off of following JLR around while trying to dodge JLR and Dolly's cameras because you're ashamed of your looks. Because
Did you see that where she flashes her ID? Because I'm ashamed of my looks. No, again, because people like you were psychotic. You went through 12 hours of a live stream in hopes of finding a glimpse of me. I challenged voices and all these women that did that with my photo. I'll do a standoff. I'll fucking go full body cam on this fucking bitch. Let's do it. You think I'm ashamed of my body? You think I'm ashamed of anything? You're ridiculous. But if you want to be that petty and you want to have a competition and you want to see whose body looks better and whatnot, we can do that. So Jessica says something she didn't. Voices was trying to egg Queen on at the time. Yeah. And I think she's doing it now. Just took a break, changed direction of her channel, and her channel started growing. Ever since then, they have all dogpiled her. Yep. So let's look at it.
you're insecure. Honey, I'm almost 50 years old. I've earned every line, every gray hair. I have a beautiful smile. My body's...
Your smile was purchased. And I'm 35 years old. So what? Didn't I earn every wrinkle, every gray as well? Who's dragging apart whose looks here? This is after they spent a few days pulling up a photo of me that they got off of JR's background of a 12-hour footage. Right. I was actually there doing it. I wasn't monetized. I wasn't hitting the algorithm. That's the biggest I can make it because it uploaded as a short video.
It's not half bad looking. I mean, I'm not that. I ain't great, but you know, still got a set of tits on me, yo.
What does that have to do with me? Why are you standing up doing a spin about like that? Gang, gang, bang, bang. What are you doing? Why? Because I asked JR not to get me on his camera?
No, still got a set of fucking tits on me. Let me tell you, I will beat the brakes off you, and I'll beat the tits right off you.
For what? For what? I wasn't even talking about her. For what? Well, what are you going to break the beat? Why? You're going to beat the tits off of me? Why? You have a great set of tits? I mean, I could be really nasty right now, but I'm not going to be because I'm no longer the person I was. But it is listening to people like you that get me back to that place real quickly.
So don't play with me. Exactly, Gary. I have done that for many years. Why would you mess with that? Explain.
Mess with what? What is she even going on about? When do you ever hear me talking about this nutter? When do I ever talk about voices and how nutty she is?
Explain to me, please. I would love to hear. What is your rationale? Do you honestly think that no coverage, or do you think you can do better coverage? What have you done local?
This is all because I did do coverage, though. I covered an escaped convict in my backyard. I wasn't even talking about her. Thank you, Tanga. I appreciate you. Thank you. Wasn't even talking about her. Let's hear it one more time. Just run it back.
You went out and you made money off of following JLR around.
I did not make money. I was demonetized. I lost money. I didn't make money.
While trying to dodge JLR and Dolly's cameras.
Dolly wasn't there when I was. You don't even know what you're talking about. Why are you flashing your fucking photo ID? What is wrong with her? Sorry, let me stop pausing. It just baffles my mind because I have no idea what she's talking about.
Because you're ashamed of your looks, because you're insecure. Honey, I'm almost 50 years old.
Fucking 20 years younger than you.
I've earned every line, every gray hair. I have a beautiful smile. My body's not half bad looking. I mean, I'm not that.
What's crazy about that is my body is half of her body. Okay? That's just what I'm going to say. My body is half of her body. Your body ain't half bad looking.
I ain't great, but, you know, still got a set of tits on me, yo.
Still got a set of tits on me, yo. Like, because you know what? She stood up and she saw her reflection in the camera and realized, well, maybe I shouldn't be doing this right now.
Still got a set of fucking tits on me. Let me tell you, I will beat the brakes off you, and I'll beat the tits right off you. So don't play with me.
I'd say I swing back and knock the teeth right out your mouth, but odds are they won't be there. So yeah, this is what I've been dealing with, and this is going back again. I covered Danilo Cavalcante in what, August, end of August, September. This is how far back we are going. This is how long Voices has been on me, and some of you probably saying, "Well, why? Why is Voices so, so hell bent on going at you, Granny?" And I'll tell you why. Because I called this out.
Miserable back labor. And then I hope the baby's born so fast they don't have a chance to give her an episiotomy and her fucking crotch splits from split to splat. That's what I wish for your daughter now. But that's okay for you to make money that way? Yes, it is. But I'm the scammer. You are. I hope it twists her crotch. She has to have 57,000 daddy stitches.
So that's why, because I called that out. And since I called that out, she has been nonstop. Did you guys ever hear where about another creator's pregnant daughter for the girl's first pregnancy? She doubled down on my panel. She doubled down and said now she wishes that she gets diabetes and all this other. It was gross. It was horrible. And I won't stand behind shit like that. I don't stand behind threatening people's children. But these are all people that are over there again saying I'm threatening their children because of examples such as this. This is the way these people think. They think it is okay to do and say whatever they want about me because other idiots out there have dehumanized me and try to make me be the worst thing ever, that this to them is me threatening their child. But we fail to acknowledge the part where she says her daughter's pic in a video. They have my daughter's picture up right now as we speak, but fuck me for saying, would it be okay if I did it to you? It is infuriating. These are the type of people that want to paint me as somebody going after children. I'm going after children. I'm saying horrific things. Again.
I hope your daughter has 48 hours of miserable back labor. And then I hope the baby's born so fast they don't have a chance to
Thank you, Rockabit.
And her fucking crotch splits from split to splat. That's what I wish for your daughter now. But that's okay for you to make money that way? Yes, it is. But I'm the scammer. You are. I hope it twists her crotch. She has to have 57,000 daddy stitches.
Right, because she says she was a tragedy pimp by proxy, right? Tragedy pimp by proxy is what she called Queen. She said they had a viewing party where they looked at that baby's autopsy photos, right? So, again, let me play this one while I feed my cat really quick. If anybody would like to come on panel, you're more than welcome to. This is who's in Queen's ear telling her, I said and did something so horrible, so horrible. Fucking said nothing about you.
What, Natasha? Welcome to fucking life. Maybe you need to go back in the bed for 3 fucking days and get the fuck off YouTube and stop. And people would quit. But right now, all of us are like tired of you, and we're not going to stop until you get it. And yes, I will send that fucking cookbook and prove your daughter to be a fucking plagiarizer. You want to go this real life route? Bitch, we're going real fucking life. And I will send it to your daughter's dean of school. I will find out where it's at. I will fucking do it. And don't think that I won't. And I hope you're fucking happy because you created this goddamn monster. And I am going to move forward with it. And I am going to do it with a motherfucking smile on my toothless face.
Who's going after children? So this is also another thing that has gone down recently. So I had a falling out with an ex-friend, ex-mod, and they revealed every personal message I ever sent to them. And one, I said my daughter swindled me. She's going to Florida with her friends' family, not just friends, a family. And because I used the word swindled, they took that to say that my daughter is a criminal just like me, my daughter this, that. And then they started this rumor that my daughter, at 16, was in and out of hotel rooms being gangbanged by college men. My daughter, of which photo they have up on their channel. My daughter, of which they spoke about, again, just last night. She's done that to me several times now. The raw dogging in bed with my child. Several times she has said that. Several times. Yes, a 16-year-old girl, because they put out, which goes back to them saying I scanned for cancer. They're saying I made this PayPal to take my kids to Florida and said I was dying, none of which was said. I didn't raise enough to take myself, and my children to Florida, but I did use the funds to send my daughter to Florida with a family's friend. And they took that innocent, private conversation and turned it into this horrific fucking story that they fabricated as grown adults about a 16-year-old child. Sorry, I had to have that music turned down. Okay, and then we also have the constant talk about my father. See, we're against docs and we're against lying, right? But we're okay when it's somebody who dislikes family. I would love for anybody out there to point out where I've ever gone after anybody's relatives, ever. Tell me where I've ever publicly actually doxed or gone after somebody's relative. Thank you, Gary. I'm just, it just blows my mind. So there was a panel last night where it was discussed that I shouldn't be on YouTube because I have young children, while sitting amongst somebody whose children are younger than me, and they spend far more time on YouTube than I ever do. You can add all my hours up and it won't even match to theirs, whether they're on their channel or not. And it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable these people think this way. The horrific talk about my recovery, because as I shared yesterday or 2 days ago now, on the 11th was my recovery clean date. I'm proud of myself. I'm very proud of myself. You can take that, you can twist it, you can say whatever you want. It's disgusting that you do it, especially when there are people in your audience who are also either actively using or in recovery themselves. You're not just insulting me when you say these things, you're insulting everybody. Okay? But of course, this was their conversation of the night, which proceeded into, once again, the same vile, nasty things. And you got a bunch of these grown women. Matter of fact, a friend of mine, a creator I'm friendly with, made a great post. And this is what the post said. It said, "Oh my God, if I said what I was actually thinking, I might get canceled. Laughing my ass off. Between the yos and the homie from a panel of middle-aged grandmoms, I'm dead. Laugh my ass off. By the way, nobody is scared of you, darling Nikki, Voices, Scabies, Griffney," which is Brittany J. "I cannot. P.S. Nobody give a fuck what you say either. Go cry some more. Wah." And this is all because, again, a few weeks ago, I said this woman was mentally stunted. I meant emotionally, but I said mentally, but I stand by it. I think you were mentally stunted. I do. Now I think that. I didn't say anything about chromosomes. I didn't say anything about anything other. KNS, it doesn't matter how many times we break it down for these idiots. They want to believe what they believe. They don't want the truth. They want reasons to hate me. And the reasons they have are all old reasons. Yes, I did pass along another creator's child's diary. It was so stupid of me. I was so caught up in the emotions, my anger. I can give you all these reasons why I did it. Nothing will take it back, but I did not put it publicly. I never put it publicly. They're okay with the person who did read it out publicly and raise funds to do so. So you really have no reason whatsoever to keep holding against me something you forgave of the person that actually did it. Stupid. She is another one with a vendetta. You know what? I was nothing but a good friend to that woman, KNS. Nothing but a good friend to that woman. It's unbelievable what these people will do. Thank you so much, Nisi B. Of course, Brittany was participating in it. She was all over it. I was being blackmailed. Said for always apologize. You apologize for a diary. So there's that. Right. A matter of fact, I actually have a clip of when Queen was discussing the diary. And I went in and I commented. I have a clip of Queen saying, she can't say she wouldn't have done the same thing. You don't know how you will respond until it is your children. There was a photo of my daughter in a bathing suit being passed around. Right. They make fun of the way I talk, but they listen to me. They listen to every stream I do. They're watching right now, but they can't stand the way I talk. I'm uneducated. I dropped out in 8th grade. I was a teenage mom. I'm a junkie. I'm a felon. I'm a this. I'm a that. I don't give a fuck. Yes, apparently she's okay with all of it because that's what she's going to be hosting on her panel. Hello. Hi. Thank you so much, Jensen. Let me get the comment off the screen. Let me play you all we're voice.
Hello! Ah! Hello! Ah!
Now let me play you all this one. This is voices on a panel. Thank you so much, Jensen. This is voices on a panel threatening an ex-friend of hers because the friend was in a chat of a person she dislikes.
When you think telling everybody that you have messages where I threaten CPS, girl, I said to you, it's dumb of you to go apologize to Natasha's people, because if they still want to call CPS on you, they very well could. And maybe I could do it myself.
If they still want to call CPS on you, they very well could. Your devices are not connected. Or maybe I could myself. This is all because the woman was in the chat. Oh, QWERTY, I shared why. Because I called her out on that split to splat comment about a creator's pregnant daughter. That's why.
Oh, and you think telling everybody that you have messages where I threaten CPS, girl, I said to you, it's dumb of you to go apologize to Natasha's people, because if they still want to call CPS on you, they very well could. And maybe I could do it myself.
I'm going to call CPS on a friend of mine. To call CPS on a friend of hers because she was in a chat of a woman she dislikes. Hey.
Hey, good morning. How are you? Can you hear me?
I can. Good morning. It's nice to officially meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
So I have a story about voices. I was working on a missing girl. Her name is Andy Wagner. She's from Indianapolis. And her mother is Elaine Garcia. And I had emailed quite a few people to see if they could help me with this, because I don't have a large platform. So Voices reached out to me and we set it up. She did a pre-recorded StreamYard with me and Elaine. And Elaine poured her heart out and just, really wanted somebody to get the word out. Her daughter's missing. At that time, she'd been missing for 9 months. And well, after that stream, Voices says, hey, I'll edit it. I'll get it right to you. We'll get it out there. We'll get this known. People will know she's missing. Well, a couple months go by. I didn't hear a word from Voices. I kept texting her and I'd see her in chats and I'd say, hey, Voices, what's going on with that video? Elaine keeps asking me. She's like, I'm sorry, Oki, I'm sorry. I was like, well, what does that mean? So apparently one day I entered your chat and I asked her, hey, Voices, what about that video? And that's when she said, fuck you, Oki, nobody likes you. So to speed up this story, Miss Elaine Garcia passed away without that video being released. She couldn't handle life without her daughter anymore. And she just passed away about a month ago. And that right there tells me what kind of person this supposed victim's advocate is. She didn't give a crap about that lady or her daughter. All she wanted to know was, did she do drugs? Did she hang around precarious people? Well, yeah, she probably did, but she's missing. And she still hasn't been found to this day. Wow.
Well, Voices has said before that that she won't advocate for certain types. Yeah, because that's what a professional advocate says and does. So no wonder she wanted to know, was she a drug addict? Did she hang around these types? You know, it has to be a headline catcher. And that poor woman just wanted to know why she spent the time, correct me if I'm wrong, she spent time on a private stream with Voices speaking about her daughter, Voices promising her that she was going to get that woman and get her daughter's name out there, and then Voices never did.
Yes, ma'am. That is correct.
And she
Elaine
kept asking
Garcia.
you what was going on with it, and Voices was just dodging it.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm.
Yes, ma'am. So that's why I have an issue with Voices, and I've done my research. She is not a victim's advocate, just to
No.
let you know. She is a self-proclaimed.
I've received emails. I've received an email from a family who said around the anniversary, Voices brings back up their lost loved one only around the anniversary, and that they actually reached out to Voices estate, and the state said they've received plenty of complaints, but she is not an advocate. She's not an advocate, and the woman said the only reason she doesn't come forth and speak about it more is because she doesn't want Voices to harm her family more than she already has.
Isn't that awful?
Absolutely
So
awful.
Amber said that she doesn't know Andy Wagner. That's sad, honey. She is from Evansville, Indiana. I'm sorry, not Indianapolis. She is from Evansville, and she's been missing for over a year.
And the mother passed away from heartbreak.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to call it that. I'm just going to call it that. Yeah. But they're still looking for Andy. So she is still missing. Andy Wagner is still missing. But I appreciate you letting me up here.
Of course. Well, that's like what happened to the woman, Katie, that she was supposedly advocating for, and the mother wanted to cut ties with her. The mother felt like she wasn't doing a good enough job, and was actually disparaging her family and causing conflict. And they accused me of reaching out to the mother, and they accused me of all this. Well, the mother ended up reaching out to me, and she literally said to me that I'm like a little angel that got sent down. Thank you so much. Carmen, let me tell you, God's watching her and protecting us.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then she said, Angela's crazy. I told her weeks ago, I want you to have no part of my daughter's case. I don't like you or the slander in my family. I want you to back off. I give you no more permission. And then stop. And then she reached out to other relatives and started manipulating them and causing internal conflict to a family that was already on high tension looking for their loved one. That is what Voices did. And then she turned around and she went back and she disparaged them on YouTube and called them, again, junkies, that they were defrauding the government and all these horrible things. And the people that claim to be against tragedy pimping are okay with that.
Yeah, I don't get it. I really don't. I don't see what other people see on her, and much less want her on their panel. So,
you know what I think it is? I think that Voices is a useful idiot. That's what I think. I think people are only okay with Voices so long as there is a purpose for her.
Right. I guess maybe I should have done my homework before I even approached her to do this for a victim. That was my bad, but lesson learned on that one.
I'm so sorry. And that's why it's crucial that people continue to point out the things that Voices has said and done and the harm that she has caused to the actual families of which many of us claim to stand beside.
Right. And I'm not saying, Voices has anything to do with this woman, doing what she did.
Right.
Or losing her life. So I'm just
I get that you're not saying that.
Break period from everything. Yeah.
I think what you're saying is that this woman was asking you hey, do you know what's going on with that woman I spoke with? You know, do you know when she's going to air my daughter's story? And you had no answer to
Oh,
give
yeah.
because Voices was out here doing things like the videos I just showed. Instead of being the advocate she claims she's here for. This woman took
Yes,
2K
ma'am.
off Ryan Upchurch, okay, was sat on a panel lying to Ryan Upchurch that the only reason she has a YouTube channel is to advocate, and that all the income she gets from her YouTube channel is to help these families, these missing families, and da-da-da. And Ryan Upchurch fell for it off of Kylie Rodney's back, may I add, sent her 2K, and when she turned around and bragged to the same woman she just threatened CPS with for being in a fucking YouTube chat, that she gave her 10%, bought a new truck, bought weed, bought a new TV. None of it went towards her fake advocacy. None of it. That's tragedy pimping, is what that is. That is absolute tragedy pimping.
Yeah.
Just like she got a couch, a sofa off of, I think it was Catherine. Speaking about Catherine, she had a sofa sent to her. And when people pointed out the only reason she got that sofa was off a missing woman's back, all of a sudden the sofa was canceled. Bullshit. Show proof. Unbelievable.
You know, on one thing, I will not take money for missing people. Won't do it.
Good on you.
Won't do it. I provide my own money.
I can't believe it. I can't believe the things that this woman does in the community. I mean, I see her up on panels now trying to get off, limelight from the Paramount Plus thing that went down. And she's all anti-tragedy pimps and she is still and will always be a tragedy pimp and one of the worst type.
She's just jealous because she's not on there.
Right.
That is
right. But
she's jealous.
Does anybody else recall that Voices was meant to go to Tennessee?
Oh, yeah.
She was part of it. Voices was all down for the cause. Yep, she was going to go down and protest, and she was part of it.
Well, see, I wasn't around back then, but I did see a video. I think she was with Molly and Betty at the time, and this is when they had their falling out. She was a part of that group.
She was an original heels on the ground.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yes. Yeah, she was an original member.
Absolutely. That's what I understand to be the truth.
Until they
and that's why I understand Betty does not like her at all.
Nope.
Yep.
And that's exactly right.
Yep.
Jill's right. So Voices was up on a panel trashing me, of course, and during it, in the middle of or whatever, she turns around and starts saying how she only has like 2 eggs and bread and half a thing of milk, and she's so hungry, blah, blah, blah. But then goes up on her channel and she's picking out a couch and all of this stuff. And it's like, well, if you're that struggling, why are you spending time on YouTube talking about people in such vile, despicable manners instead of doing something to better your life? On a side table and making payments till it's earned.
Agree with that.
I just can't. These people are just. That is really sad to hear about. That mother spent her time, her precious time, and trusted her story and her vulnerability with Voices for Voices to turn around and say, well, nobody likes you, as in you, the creator, so she's not going to help this family.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Nobody likes me. I don't give a crap about me. Get me out of the equation. Help this mother. Have you ever heard a mother that is so distraught she can't find her child? That is what I went through that night. And I just can't. Voices just threw it away. Threw it away.
Mm-hmm. That breaks my heart.
But I'm very passionate about that. I don't understand what her reasoning was. Like I said, get me out of the equation. I don't have to be on there. Edit me out the whole way. Just get her story out there. If you can't handle it,
sickening.
Somebody.
No, it's because that's what Voices is. She is so caught up in her own disdain, her own misery, her own, there are people that feed off negativity. They need the drama like people need oxygen. And Voices is one of those people. She's
Right.
not here for this great old cause she claims to be for. She is not. And anybody with eyes and ears can see that. Could you imagine this woman advocating for your family and then typing her name in on YouTube and hearing her wish a creator's daughter a split to splat birth? Hearing her say, I didn't cover or miss a woman's child because I didn't like the creator that connected me to her?
Right. Exactly. I mean, why did she take it in the first place? I mean, I don't get it.
Because it
I mean,
wasn't going to bring her the views that she needed.
right. Clicks and views. Clicks and views.
That's it.
Yep. Well, I wanted to give you my story, and there goes my phone. I'm actually at work, so you
I
guys have a
appreciate
great
your
day.
time.
And thank you so much for
I'm
letting
sorry
me
you
up here.
experienced that. You're welcome, of course.
All right. Bye, guys. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
You'll come a long way and react to the vile comments. Once you stop feeding the beast, it will die. I like to hear that. I like to believe that, Terry, but this has not stopped them. And I don't respond. And it hasn't stopped. It's actually, if anything, they've gotten away with being more vile because they're looking for that reaction. So they put it up snatches. You know what I mean? On Queen's panel, she said that she would rather have JLR go after the illegal immigrants and the stray dogs than do crime stories. Well, that's like on a woman who's not an American's panel. She said that another woman was a foreign piece of trash. Just like she also stated that she couldn't help another creator because they're foreigners and she doesn't do foreigners. Anybody remember that? Drop a 1. If not, I'll go look for it and I'll play it. But give me 1 second. Who remembers that clip of voices just the other day on Queen's panel saying, Queen, what I understand is we wanted to ask what Catherine 662's living arrangements, we want to discuss that. So why did we discuss others? Who remembers when she got in a fight with Eileen on Laura's panel and she threw out in Eileen's face that she was a homeless bitch? The woman who's on another panel after dragging a creator, me, for filth, stops in the middle of it to cry that she has no food, right? Has the nerve to call somebody else and throw it in their face that they're homeless. This is an advocate. After all, she would never. This is also the woman that tries to say I live in a basement and I do this and I do that, but ended up living in her own grandma's basement, right? So karma has a way of coming back at these people, and I'm one that really believes that Voices lives her karma every single day. There's no doubt in my mind that Voices is just a miserable, insecure, nasty woman who hates herself, hates what she is, hates what she's become. She's lonely. She's admittedly stated the only social life she has is through social media. She's admitted that she's, just pretty much a basic, miserable person. So she comes on here, and the only way, again, that Voices can fit in anywhere is by being the filth she is. And she puts on 2 masks. And it doesn't matter what mask you see her wearing, behind it all, you know what you have. So when she comes on these panels and she's saying things like, I've changed and I was only acting that way because of my medication and meet me where I'm at and all that good shit. And then she goes on to a panel that night where she's saying that bitch's vagina's rotted and her kids are this and that. That is the Voices that you have. You have 2 voices. Yeah, the good, you're not even American on the World Wide Web. Imagine being so simple-minded, you think everybody has to be American on the World Wide Web. only a pig, only another panel. She uses everybody else's channels to be that way. Matter of fact, even TT called her for it. Even TT said that's what she does. This is also a woman who wished that I would be shot, that I would have my own true crime story that JLR could come cover. I don't think you have any business at all calling out anybody's behaviors so long as you allowed that. That's just the way I feel. Everybody else can feel differently. I feel that way. I think if you, what is this clip? Hold on. Sorry, I'm just finding different clips to set an example of who and what this woman is, and how her saying I'm riding off her coattails has to be the funniest fucking thing ever. Am I riding off your coattails? Am I riding off Queen's, or am I setting my own? I wish that could be figured out. Maybe at some point we'll get to that answer. Oh yeah, where they claimed that I lied about being in a shoot-in.
Hello!
Voices, thank you so much, Lacey Ann. Voices also went on to state that I was lying about that, you know. And then when she found out I wasn't lying, she doubled down and said, well, I you know, I hope something bad happens to her. So many clips, so little time. Got to find them all. What is this one?
That's not for us to decide. Katie's father has a right to a consistent flow of accurate information from law enforcement. It's not up to Mona, Katie's mother, to keep that from him. That's it. That's all. And if you look, the moment that Angie addressed the exploitation, look at the day the video came out. That is the same day the statement came out that they didn't want to work with me anymore. I had already fired them. I don't have to give them information. That mother only wanted GoFundMe money. The mother and the brother only want the GoFundMe money so that they don't have to work. They don't have to do anything. I'm sorry, but you can't do that to a missing person who doesn't have a voice.
The GoFundMe mother, I mean, the mother only wanted GoFundMe money. That is all Voices ever thinks about is money. Joe Madre, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard, especially when they sit over there and they yell at people based on what chats they go into. And also, I thought yeah, whatever. So stupid. Oh, I'm sorry, I got more. I wasn't fully organized for this, but after hearing her say I'm riding off her coattails as she's getting ready to go to her office job, I thought, you know what? Let me go ahead and show you what coattails I'm riding off of. Sorry, I'm just listening to clips.
Yeah, because no, they didn't follow me before I went over to Granny's and made nice with her. No, they didn't. They might not follow me before that. Oh God, no.
Nobody ever liked you, Voices. Sorry, I'm gathering things. If anybody likes to come up, you're more than welcome. Oh, I know. They're full of fallacies. They're full of projection and oh, here we go. Let's hear this one. Listen to this one and listen closely, all you criminals.
I'm so over criminals fucking judging me. That's another thing, right? How the criminal. I'm so glad you said that, right? The criminals over there judging everybody else over here is just. It's so hilarious to me. So hilarious to me.
She's over criminals judging her. It's a woman that covers true crime now. Sorry, I'm just going through a bunch of these clips because, again, Voices is the most vile woman ever. And there's no doubt in my mind that she is one of the people currently getting in. Here's a question. Am I taking steroids? Am I taking steroids? Well, and I'm debating on playing it, Megan, to be honest. But I feel like these people want attention, but I am debating on playing it.
Give her that when I dug the bit I could dig, I didn't find the shooting because there were 9 other shootings in her area that day. So good on you for being dumb enough to post the pictures of a crime scene to let people know that you actually witnessed something like that. You do realize that given that there were 9 shootings in your area that day, that's not a real good look for somebody trying to break into a crime, unless you're looking to be the victim of a true crime. And then, hell, we all are here for the show. I got a bag of popcorn. So maybe you'll get lucky and JLR will come cover your case. She's feral.
So there's Toothless. They're calling me feral, right? Because I was actually standing outside of my supermarket when a shooting went off. I was terrified. It was horrific. And Voices not only wishes that I'd be, caught up in it and end up being a true crime, but she'll have her popcorn, which she shows, ready when and if that does happen to me. And then she also went on to say that if another creator was on fire, she wouldn't even piss on them. Instead, she would roast marshmallows over their bodies. This is the advocate. This is the woman that comes out here and tries to call out tragedy pimps and denounce behaviors when displaying some of the worst behavior we've ever seen on here. Roji's moving silence like lasagna. I was looking for a particular clip, but I can't find it right now. So yeah, I'm not surprised that they would have such a vile panel last night, Megan. I'm not surprised that they're all creaming in their pants at the idea to go sub-poach off of my name on another panel. I'm not surprised by any of it. I am surprised at the behaviors people seem to accept that they claim to stand against.
You guys talk a lot about a lot of people, okay?
I'm not surprised by any of it. I'm annoyed. I'm tired of it. Yeah, I lied about it, but it was in the newspaper. Then she admits, well, she didn't dig good enough, and then claims there was 9 other shootings in my area, which there was not. Nothing like that has ever happened where I live. The amount of clips I have of months of these people doing this shit is unbelievable. Well, she doesn't do it on her panel. She takes over other panels like Sketchos, and do you know they actually deepfaked me into a pornography? You guys want to see that? Put a 1 in the chat if you want to see this fantastic deep fake they made of me into a porn. Sorry, let me grab my tea. Oh, thank goodness I just found some old stuff. All right, so let me show you guys this one. This one was really, really sick. So I get sent a message that this is posted on somebody's channel, and deepfakes are extremely dangerous, and these are the people that they support. And thank goodness there were two particular things, because this does look like me. It does. It actually had me. I was worried. I'm like, what is this? What I don't understand what's going on here. Like, this looks like me. It wasn't me. And the only way I was able to debunk that is because this girl here has a mole here that I don't have, and she has two ear holes, piercings, as well as this mole here. But these are the sick lengths that these people go, and these are the sick things that these people do to try to paint a narrative of you that doesn't exist. So they literally deep faked me into a pornography and then posted it, as well as this lovely deep fake that we have here of me as an alleged heroin addict. This is who and what people like Voices are and will always be. So if you think Sinner and Emmy have caused harm to you, you are a fool to not realize that you are simply being used to further the harassment against me. You have all of these people who literally have done everything to get my attention, now begging at the bits to use your panel to further their harassment. And the fact that you could even cry victim of such, or act like I'd done something to you to worthy what you were doing or the response you were given, is ridiculous. I did nothing. I was actually kind to you. I defended you. But you have Voices the Vile, the same woman that went around and called you a tragedy pimp by proxy, in your ears, trying to get you to go at me. Somebody commented that I was in another channel last night saying that Voices was scared. Never fucking said that. I'll tell you, I'm not scared. There is nothing that these people can say and do that hasn't been said and done for years now. And if you don't want to talk about old stuff, you sure as fuck shouldn't be bringing up my old stuff. Yesterday, I talked about the stuff being done to you and about that pic of your child needs to be taken down ASAP. Thank you. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you. That's the other problem I seem to find myself in, is I don't have many creator friends. I don't panel hop going around talking about these people like they do me. I don't it's basically me against these 5, 6, 7, 8 little misfit people trying to seek revenge by doing to me what they claim I'm doing to them. It is the most bizarre thing. It makes no sense. Again, the perfect example of it would be this illogical thought right here, that I'm a bad guy for threatening to put up this woman's child's photo, as she admittedly has my child photos up. Do you see what I'm saying? So they're all, ooh, she's so evil. I'm evil for threatening it as you're doing it? That's it. That's all they have. The diaries. I've apologized. My cancer's my cancer. It's none of your business. Believe it or not, I don't give a fuck. I don't care what you think of it. But set out rumors that I'm raw dogging in bed with my child. How fucking dare you? Make up rumors that I'm actively using drugs. How dare you? Discuss where you think I live, knowing that addresses have been doxxed. How dare you? And then sit your little happy ass up on another panel and act like you don't do this shit. So yes, I have taken problem with Queen before because of this. Because she would host Voices on her panel as if she was some innocent, sweet, misunderstood lady, and they would always give the excuse that she changed and she's doing different, and then she'd go at nighttime and she would do shit like I'm showing you. Who wouldn't be aggravated if you had this woman who has tormented you for the longest time sitting over on a panel acting like they're a victim of yours, acting like you're riding their coattails, acting like you're obsessed with them? Even in that video, even in a video that I'm about to show you all, you will see that Voices was over there lying to Queen saying, I won't stop bringing her up. And everybody was like, what? You don't even talk about her. Riding coattails is all you have done. The only position you get on a panel is at my expense. How dare you try to switch anything? Now let's talk about you, Brittany J, because you had a lot to say about me being live when my kids, because I have kids, right? Did anybody hear that I shouldn't be live because I have kids? With Brittany J on the panel, who has younger kids than mine, often in the background, different hours, different, day, night, doesn't matter. My kids are 11 and 16. 11 and 16. My kids are not at an age where they're going to butt naked, twerk, and upload a video of their ass. My kids don't need me to oversee them. My kids don't need me to pay them to occupy each other. 17, I'm sorry, did I say 17? My kids are 11 and 17 now. June and July are their birthdays. But they're not young. Like, normally I go live while they're at school. Who cares what time I go live? You have no business. So I'm sure a lot of you remember that situation taking place because Queen herself had a whole panel on it. She also went on a panel with Cotton something as she played the video, barely redacted. No, it does not, Nisi, especially my kids are in bed at a decent time. I get up and take my son to school every morning. I didn't keep them out of school so I could be live several times a day and on YouTube all day and night, just saying. And what you have here is you'll have Brittany go back to her panel and say, Granny's talking about my kids. That's what will happen next. You're right, unhoused person. You're right. You're absolutely right. And that's why I debated on what I was going to do. Voices needs chaos to be seen. Again, nobody's watching Voices swim in her swimming hole. Nobody's watching Voices because she's putting out all this great information on, missing people. They're watching Voices for the shock value, the same way people watched Honey Boo Boo. That's it. You won't ever see somebody supporting Voices because they believe that she is a great, wonderful person. This is the only time Voices gets attention, is by being the drastic, nasty woman that wishes split to splat and says that people are raw dogging in bed with children. That's it. They don't like you for you. You'll never be liked for you. Now, the doxing. I find it funny to hold a panel about doxing with Voices sitting next to you who has doxed dozens of people proudly. Proudly dox many of people. Well, exactly. And you're not matching my energies. You're matching the energies of the people around you. Because I did nothing to warrant quite frankly, the threat of having this big expose on me with these little misfit weirdos that dox, go after children, threaten people's lives, fake, deep fake fucking pornography, deep fake drug addicts. They're those type of people that you're hosting. And well, blessed be. I wish you best of luck in that. But you're certainly not matching my energies because my energies didn't warrant what you're doing. And similar to what Voices always says and does, you have no business trying to act like it does. Anybody who was here and saw my stream can tell you I didn't deserve it. But if that's the case and we're tit for tatting, well, you've been tit for tatting me a long time now. She does make fun of Section 8. I've heard her make fun of Section 8. I've heard her talk down on teen parenting despite her being one. I heard her state that teenagers are getting pregnant on purpose to get Section 8 housing. You're right. You're right, Narcos Clip. But here's the thing, Voices has been doing this for a while now to me. She just doesn't do it on her panel. She does it everywhere else. So if I recall correctly, and I do because I got the screenshot, Queen, you actually called Brittany, who's in your chat, saying she's such a victim because people are talking about her kids. No. We're talking about your parenting. Yes, Brittany is late to her own streams because she's over on Krama panels dragging people for filth. So, tragedy pimps, how to grift on social media. Let's discuss creators' tricks from grifting to lying to crying, playing victim, open panel. We will also be discussing certain subjects that specifically involve children and social media, how unsafe it can be if your children get into your phone or theirs and post videos, photos. Now, how the fuck? They said at least Brittany has a husband at home all the time so she can be on YouTube constantly. Yeah, because a husband that's screaming the FAGGOT word in the background is exactly what those children need. That's better than any love of mother. You can be a neglectful mother so long as you have a husband. Okay, fine, whatever. Does anybody ever hear my kids? Am I telling you guys to hold on every minute to get my kids in control? And I mean, how dare you even bring up my children? And then turn around and you'll use me responding to that to say I am attacking hers. That is how these people operate. I don't want to hear anybody saying we were talking about BJ kids because she had a whole lot to say last night about Jessica. I've heard those kids ask for food at odd hours of the night, like way past bedtime. That's parenting, not speaking on children. Be a mother. With utmost respect, I've never seen anything like this shit done to Queen. It would never be okay. Talking to people that don't like Queen is much different than entertaining people that harass. That's exactly right, Megan. There's such a difference. I don't see Center and Emmy or any of these people going live day in and day out talking about Queen and her family and her children and her looks and her vagina and her recovery. I see none of that. Yeah, I lock my kids in the closet. I know. Yeah. Yeah. If only I could. You can't quite lock them. No, I'm not just talking to people because they hate Queen. If I was, I wouldn't be in Emmy streams that are not about Queen. Brittany knows what is going on with your kids more than she does her own. She has no clue what has happened in her own home because she's so invested in strangers on YouTube. Oh, you mean like how they use my teenage daughter's depression as content like that? Kids right around noodle YouTube, that would be a call to CPS. There's so many pedos out there, just saying. We would never do that slimy stuff ever. Valentine, that's right. I do it while my kids are at school, Gary. But even if I wanted to go live while my kids are home, who the fuck are they to say I can't or shut it when they sit with people that have younger than mine children who spend more time on YouTube than I? That is what I'm saying. These people don't even realize they're insulting the majority of the people by saying this dumb shit. It's just dumb. I don't even care about her husband. I'll never forget when she was on that panel with Crime Sleuthin and a few other ladies she fell out with, and her husband called them all whores. Child development expert, but I bite my tongue. You have always loved your kids first before the YouTube streets, always. And they have no business even discussing mine and then crying, claiming I'm doing it to them. Again, the perfect example is this dumb, illogical fucking thought here on the screen. Granny said on her live last week, because I showed her daughter's pic in a video, that she should show mine. And they act outraged. They act outraged. But not outraged that my child is in this person's video. Not outraged that my child is sitting on another creator's community wall. Outraged at the idea that I would threaten it in response. Did I do it? Have any of you saw me post a child's photo? Right. And that's not talking about children, Catherine. That's talking about parenting. Right, Lacey Ann. But why are they showing my kid? Right. No, I didn't post a child, did I? No, nobody saw that. Okay. Just making sure. So it's like fake outrage, right? It's again, it's pointing fingers at me, claiming I'm doing things that they are actively doing. When you're claiming I attack and go after children, but you are attacking and going after my children. When you claim that I am a doxer, but you are actively doxing over there. When you claim that I'm a real lifer, but you're literally telling people where you think I fucking live or not. Who's who? Are you trying to hold against me things I said in private a year, 2 years ago to what you are currently doing? Does that make any fucking sense? I've never heard you speak or post a pic of a child. Thank you. I fended in private saying I'd like to for what they've done to me and mine. But I've never actually done it, which I give myself credit for, because until it comes to people attacking your kids, until it's your child's photo being shared on YouTube and an adult's video, until it's your child's photo being shared in a community post, you have no idea how you'll respond. And I think the way I responded is very calm to how they react just by the threat. Right, Lacey Ann? That's where I'm at with it, right? But I'm telling you, because if I were to, they become the victim. And they have all these delusional people over there on their side telling them, oh my God, Granny's horrible. Granny's so terrible. I can't believe Granny did that. What? Why would I be jealous of Brittany? She has an abusive, drunken husband. And I say abusive because he's calling people FAGO, those words, and calling other women whores, and has her on there dry begging for food and Christmas and groceries and to pay her fucking taxes. What am I jealous of? A fucking YouTube channel? I got all me's and mine. See, when I respond to shit like that, AT, if I were to say how I'm really feeling, what I'm really thinking, she'd be a fucking victim. Well, that's a shame that Purple would even want somebody like Voices around. She's no fucking advocate. And I've heard people say before that they allow Voices to chat places because she's one of those people that is better off just to ignore than to, acknowledge what she does. Hey, Air Force. Right. And then they turn around and they say that they spy on my memberships because I talk about their families behind a paywall. How many of you are fucking members of my channel? Have you ever seen me speak about somebody's family and dox them behind a paywall? Put a 1 if the answer is no. How fucking ridiculous to act like you've been a paying member of mine to make sure I'm not doxing you and your family behind my paywall when I don't even go fucking live. And most importantly, I know you're a member. You don't think that there would be a clip out there? You think I'm that stupid? Look at all these ones. Where the fuck is this taking place at? Because it ain't happening on my channel. What are you going to, you're going to claim as some secret hidden channel I do that on? But again, as they are actively doing it to me and mines, they are actively discussing my children. They're actively doxing my family. They're actively doing all these things to me. But yet there you are doing it, right? And then you're trying to point fingers at me. That put a big bug spray emoji towards me. So no, he's not as bad as QB or Voices, but he makes assumptions and then you get blocked if you disagree. Yeah, well, I can see why when he has so many people coming at him, he'll, respond some type of way. Why are they paying to be a member when they hate you, Jess? That's a better question, right? Why are you paying to be a member when you're asking your community to pay for your living? That's most important. Oh, look at this. This is an example of the type of people they surround themselves with. This is called the ghost of CJ's past bed, right? And their photo is a very nasty mattress. This is making fun of somebody with a disability. Okay. You are jealous of people. You just hate seeing anyone else doing well, my darling. How are any of these people doing well, my darling? Well, what is well for these people? That they obsess over me all day and all night? That not one of them can enter into a stream without bringing up my name? Who's doing well? Aside from myself, I'm growing every day, both online and off. Which one of them is doing well? What part am I jealous of? If you'd like to take a link and maybe tell me, but I'm sure you won't come from behind that alt account. But you yourself can answer that. Right. Jealous of who and jealous of what? What am I jealous of? Doing well. Yes, doing well. Solo. Doing well off what? How? Who? So stupid. It's the dumbest thing. But that's their quick go-to answer. Which is funny because if I was jealous, you think I'd be going live every day and night as they do me, right? If it was all about jealousy, I do more than just this one panel here about them. Jealous of what? A house full of roaches and no teeth? Jealous of having to ask my community to pay $200 taxes? Well, what exactly am I jealous of? I don't see them growing. I don't see them doing good. What? Yeah, I don't get it. But that's always their go-to. You're just jealous. You're just jealous. You're jealous. Okay, fine. I'm jealous. Yep. I'm so envious that I'm not an overweight bitch stuck to my computer chair 24/7. I'm not saying you're going at him, Nisi B. I'm saying there are people that are going at him very heavily. And I can see why he would get aggravated and perhaps put a bug spray bottle back at somebody. It's not making an excuse for it. I'm just saying I get, when you're on the receiving end of this type of stuff, Nisi B, it's really hard to keep your composure and to know who's who. When you have a bunch of people coming at you, you have a bunch of people going into your real life, when, it becomes overwhelming. And it is easy to lose control, lose your anger, and say something. That's all. Oh, thank you. Truth and justice, because that is some truth. Overweight is an understatement. You're earning respect within the community. They don't like it. People think you are better. Right. So what do they do to prove I'm not better? They continuously say the most horrific shit about me. That's what they do. Well, they see the Bulldogs. Her husband said that in the background. I think it was like 120K. And after that was called out, she then said, well, they're not getting it anymore. So it depends which one you believe. The husband who is and has no reason to lie. Hey, Lori. They don't prove anything except that they're shit, scummy people. Facts. Really debating if I should play a little bit of the stream they were on so you can all hear and see it for yourself. Get your hair did, girl. Right, kill shot. It's the truth. Hey, Forever Army. Yeah, Kathy is still begging for somebody to pay that $200 tax return. Makes all this money off YouTube and off the backs of people's tragedies, but can't save up until April their own $200 to pay the taxes. Isn't that crazy? Any of you out here asking YouTube to pay your taxes? Anybody? Can't pay your own lousy fucking taxes. Thank you so much, Lacey Ann. I'm going to put that towards my taxes. Thank you.
Hello! Ah!
Let me consult and see if I should play some of that video. I really don't like to advertise these people, but this is what they do. And again, these are women who are admittedly 20 years older than me, who sit on a panel day in, day out, night after night, talking about me. I make one community post in response, and I am riding off the coattails. Well, she has admitted that she goes to the hospital for being uncleanly. So also has the nerve to say that if you have hemorrhoids, you're dirty, because, they're very educated. I know, Jason. I know. Okay. They prefer I just play clips of it. I know. Could you imagine? Especially when you made all your money off these people to begin with, to then turn around and ask them to pay your taxes. Like, listen, the only reason I have taxes to pay from YouTube is because of all of you, thankfully, joining my membership, watching my videos, hitting the thumbs up. I would never then come back and say, hey, well, can you also help me pay my taxes? Oh, yeah, they were very fortunate, Yanni. The house was left to them. Thank you. Nellie, I wish I could write Nellie off, man. She cost me a lot.
Hello!
Let me,
Hello!
This is the woman that's comparing bodies with me. Can I still kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. I'm not ageism by any means. I'm just saying the fact that these women that are, 20, 30 years older than me sit on a panel obsessing over me day in and day out. It is infuriating, to say the least. Thank you so much, to Wandering Sub. Now we got to do it a little bit longer.
Hello! Hello!
I know. The nerve, Lacey Ann, the absolute nerve. Hey, Spitfire. Sorry, Grubby Goat. I didn't mean to insult Ghost with the comparison there. Give me a second. We're just grabbing particular clips because these people, that's their whole purpose. Their whole purpose is to build off of my name, my back, and their fake outreach. The fact that I call somebody mentally stunted. That's your big complaint out here, is I called you mentally stunted. But yet you speak about me all day, all night. Because I can say a lot worse than mentally stunted. Promise I can. Matter of fact, I see it. It's one of those things where it's like, do you want to bring them attention? Do you want to do that? Do you want to? Now, look, I'll show you. Hold on.
I'm not a Muslim. Face. Oh, good.
Miss Hiller? The water's boiling.
Hello! Ah! Oh, I'm sorry to frighten you, dear. I must look like a yeti. Face. Oh, good.
Miss Hiller? The water's boiling.
Hello! Ah!
It's very uncanny, isn't it? There's
Hello! Ah! Hello! Ah!
There's great resemblance going on, is all I'll say. And that's to say it nicely. Hey, Mark. That nailed it. Sorry, I can't chat more today. I'm so proud of you. I think I speak for many. Thank you so much, chat. Seriously, it means a lot. Thank you. It means a lot when they're behind, but I have to bring up the ridiculous a BJ crying about not having money for her kids' Christmas presents and then flippantly joking about a $12 pen she had just brought. Yep. The wisdom tooth shaped lady causing issues again, eh? What a sad sack. Hooty-hoo! Of course she is. That's all she's known for. That's it. It's the only thing she can do is be out here, be vile. It's the only way she gets attention. It's actually sad. You got to pity people like her. For somebody who's constantly saying they're aiming to be better, aiming to do better, they're a better person, they sure as hell don't like seeing other people progress. They sure as hell don't offer that to other people. Instead, what they do is this right here. They're vile, they're nasty, they say horrific things, and then they act like they're a victim. To claim I am riding her coattails is the most asinine thing I've ever heard. Hold on. Is her channel gone? Oh my goodness.
Hey, Granny.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. Is this an open panel this morning?
Sure, if you'd like to join on in.
Uh-oh.
We can switch directions. How you doing?
I'm doing outstanding. Sorry I have my YouTube side on there.
Yeah, I could hear it. That's okay. You had us cracking up the other night on that panel.
Oh, Lord. Which one did I get in trouble on this time?
Ernie's panel.
Oh, yeah. I love to troll and have fun with Mammoth, Paper Cut Tina.
That was hysterical. Don't you feel bad for Paper Cut Tina sometimes, though?
No, I actually like her. I think she's a sweetheart. She came over to my channel the next night, or maybe the night after, and paneled with me all night. She was really, really a nice person. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, she
Mummy T is the one I'm looking forward to getting. Mummy T.
She came up on the panel too, didn't she?
Yeah. So who are the lovely pictures of?
The top right corner, or I guess that would be left corner up here. This is a lovely woman who is obsessed with me for years now, obsessed. And she seems to think that I'm afraid of her or something. It's really bizarre. I don't know. I just wanted to remind her that everything she thinks she has on me, I got it on her too. Matter of fact, I was a friend to her. I was very nice to her. She told me she thought she was a horrible mom. And well, you know, I consoled her then, but I get it now, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot of
people like that out here.
Yeah. I mean, really, you have to stay positive. Stay with positive people. Love your people. And everything will be all right. You know, it's not the end of the world if everything don't go your way every time, right?
That's true. I've done that for quite a few months, and yeah, I mean, what you don't listen to and allow to get to you can't get to you. But some of these bitches need to be reminded sometimes.
I hear you.
They really think it's a free for all out here, and they think if you don't respond to their relevant asses, it must mean you're scared of them. Nobody fucking scared of anybody on the fucking internet. Some of you just ain't worth of my time. That's it. Like
you're trying to build, ain't worth the squeeze.
Right.
They're not worth the squeeze. I put my link in the back chat if you want to share me out, Granny. I appreciate it.
Yeah, some of these people just really spend a lot of time out here trying to obsess over you and then act like they're like the normal ones. I don't know.
I know, right? You're going about your normal life and they're stalking you, but you're the weirdo. Make it make sense.
You really can't. You really can't, because these are nonsensical type of people, you know? For example, speaking about me being on a stream or streaming while having children, but these people literally spend 9 to 10 hours on YouTube when their children are younger. It's like, do you fucking realize what you're even saying or how stupid you sound saying it?
It is sad, isn't it?
It's infuriating.
And infuriating, ignorant, fucking just plain fucking stupid.
I feel that. What happened to your other channel?
I had a manager helping and he locked me out of it. So he's using it. They stole it from me. And so I'm building other channels. Doesn't matter.
Oh. Well, that kind of sucks.
Yeah, it's okay though. I like to build new channels. You got all fresh new subs, meet new people from all over. My channel's like a big old love fest. It really is. It's awesome.
Well, that's nice. I think YouTube could use more love.
There's damn sure enough hate with all these doxers and real lifers and just scumbags, just pure old scum, you know? No morals, no values, no ethics. You wonder if how their mom and dad raised them like that, you know?
Right, but then it fucking cracks you up, right? Because it's like they do all of that, and then they go up on these panels or these channels of people that claim to stand against that shit, but they host these motherfuckers. And it's
I
like,
know.
you are what you associate with. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to associate with people that are real lifers and doxers and all that, you don't get to point your fingers no more. You don't get to call people out for it.
Guilt by association.
Yeah. Dragging you and others when you're all here live and couldn't do anything about it. Well, I heard that she hid it because she told quite a lot of mistruths on what was going down. So I guess that's where it went, behind, the private, behind a paywall. I don't know. I just know that she is opening her door to a bunch of obsessed lunatics, and anybody with a lick of sense is going to see it for what it is. And I'm there for it. I'll have my popcorn ready. They ain't going to hurt my feelings. Nothing no fucking miserable middle-ass bitches on the internet can say about me. You know what I mean? Just stupid.
I can't believe you said you have your fucking popcorn ready.
I'm serious. I'm not. They're not going to. There's nothing new that can be said.
So, how long have you been streaming on YouTube?
I think 3 years.
Yeah, you got a great channel. That's awesome.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, you lucky.
You find a good community of people,
I know, right? And they stand behind you and they're just so good to you. I see you got a lot of members in here. A lot of members. That's great.
I've been very fortunate. For sure. That's why I would never ask them to pay my taxes. You want to ask anybody to pay your $200 taxes?
No.
Yeah.
I don't like to ask anybody for anything, really. I mean, if I get somebody to do something for me, I like to pay them for it,
Right. Well, if your subs are already paying for memberships and they're supporting your channel, that's why you have the taxes to begin with, right? So it's kind of asinine to then ask them to turn around and pay your taxes. I mean, that's some audacity.
Yeah.
Oh, you asked for biscuits and sausage?
Yeah.
I want some biscuits and sausage.
That's my e-begging.
Okay.
I love to cut up about it, though. It's funny.
Mm-hmm. That's how she protects herself, NCAM. Because she'll say, well, she'll allow them to say whatever slanderous, misinformation. The same thing B. Tim was over there screaming about, right, B. Tim? And then turn around and be like, well, I don't know nothing about that. And then that's clear way for her, right? That's her way of being like, well, it can't fall on me. I know nothing about it. Anybody else does the same thing. Well, they're talking shit and they deserve a big dragon. Amen, Spudler. You know that file Voices, Mr. T? I know you're more wrapped up in Voices for the Voiceless, of her?
Yeah, I've seen her around, yeah.
Yeah, she's a fucking scumbag.
Oh, really? So I need to watch my back around her, huh?
Yeah, don't chase her coattails.
I don't chase nobody's coattails. I try to do my own thing.
Nobody
seriously,
chases that
there are
bitch's
so many
coattail.
fucking clout chasing pieces of shit out here. You have to
That is
really
true.
watch who you associate yourself with, because it's like you said, you're guilty by association.
It's
If
facts.
you lay down with a bunch of dogs, you're going to get fleas. Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you know what else? There's also those little fleas that are trying to jump on the back of the big dog to get seen. You know what I mean? Like they're looking for a place to lay and to get seen. You got to watch out for those fleas too.
Yep.
Blueberry,
Wise
thank you.
words from a wise lady. It's Granny, folks. Granny
That's
knows.
right.
Don't fuck with Granny. Excuse my language. I'm up here just cussing up a storm. I hardly ever cuss.
That's all right. We curse over here. You
What's up,
did.
bud?
You were the only one that kept us entertained over on Ernie's. I was actually going to go over it, so it was so fucking funny. How about the dude saying he was going to dry bag for 40 to get more beer?
What's up? Is Artie out of commission or what? Is he down for a few days?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't even noticed.
Yeah, I heard he was taking some time off, or he's going to be off for a week or something like that. A lot of people are speculating he's in jail. He could be in jail. I have no idea. Hey, Savannah.
He's usually alive a
doing,
few times a day. I'm surprised.
I hope all you ladies will sub up to me. I need some fresh, new, beautiful women to entertain, to sing love songs to do raps for, to paint pictures of, to give out mods. I love to have fun.
Oh, you just do all the things?
Yes.
Well, there you go. I hope they come.
Yes, I do too. Truth Cookies. What's up, Gary? Ludwig. Juror. Clarissa. The Wandering Sub. There you go. Shark Poop. I subbed. I'm stunning. There you go, JD. Only the best. Top shelf. Thank y'all for the subs. I appreciate every one of y'all.
You're welcome. Just don't forget me.
I'll never forget you. Every time you come on my channel, I will share you out every time. We will help each other all the way up to the top.
I think that was one of the funniest things you were doing is you kept shouting out Nicolina and the chat was getting so fucking pissed. It was hysterical.
Yeah, they hate Nicolina, but I love her. She's so sweet.
You literally had us on our ass laughing. Me, Megan, Jameson, we were dying. And the fact they didn't even realize they were being trolled is what made it funnier. Katie Kisses loves your voice.
I will record it for you.
He sings songs too.
Caster, we got another gorgeous woman. Wow. I'm getting a lot of subs. This is awesome, Grandma. I'm so glad I stopped in today with you.
He said, Grandma.
What do you want me? What do you prefer me to call you?
It's okay. Well, it's Granny or Jess, but that's okay.
Okay, how about Jess? I like
that's
Jess.
better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
Jason's
that short for Jessica by any chance? Yeah, I love that name.
Well, thank you. Hey, Kathy.
Hey, Jess. I just wanted to come up and let you know, girl, you got support out here. You are doing amazing. You don't let them bring you back down that rabbit hole. You're growing. I think it is jealousy. Just keep doing you and keep doing what you're doing. You got support out here, and I will always defend you with this shit on my channel.
Thank you, Kathy. That really means
thank
a lot.
you. What kind words? What good support? That says it all. You're awesome. What's your name, honey?
Kathy P.
Kathy, nice to meet you. I'm Mark Terry, Mr. T.
Nice to meet you.
Yes.
Kathy is amazing. These people in this little crime of shithole are they're sick, Mr. T. You know that, right?
Yeah.
That means a lot to me, though, Kathy. I do appreciate that. It's tiresome. It's like, Grandma, you get tired of these people and the lies and the fabrication and the whatever. It's like fucking just grow up. Go do some real content. Like figure yourself out. Get the fuck off my back.
Yeah, I can't do the real life stuff with threatening kids and going after kids and going after families.
It's
You know, they think it's a
disgusting.
threat.
All these
Now,
people want
emailed
to
the other
attack
day.
kids. They want to attack family that's not even on the platform. It's so
Yes.
freaking stupid. I don't understand. We got memberships, colors, and lights.
But then,
Spurs.
you know what they do though? They have no problem doxing your family and your kids and doing all that, but you dare fucking respond even like a tenth of their energy, and they try to paint you as the bad person. It's like, fuck you.
I know. They doxed me without even being a month in the void. They had my full address, docs, everything, my whole life story. Yep.
Wow.
Well, yesterday when I went live, the first thing I talked about was you and that crap with your daughter's picture, because I just received death threats against my children via
Yeah, and
email.
it's fucking gross. Like, for what? Because you hurt somebody's feelings on the internet? Like, the fuck's wrong with you?
Yep. Y'all thumbs up the stream. It only takes a second. It means a lot. Thank you so much.
You make a
Well,
good
we
commercial.
should all be more thankful that we're together. Everything's okay. Our life is stable right now. We are where we need to be. You know what I mean? And be more positive and optimistic instead of so negative with that drama. Oh my God.
Well, that is exactly what it is. So I learned a long time ago to compartmentalize, right? Because when you're deep in this shit feels so serious, right? When you have these people dragging you for filth and they're talking about your kids and your family, and you want to fuck somebody up, but through what? The internet? Like, what are you really going to do? You know what I mean? So you can either do what they do and do it back to them, which will follow you forever. It's the only reason I haven't done it yet. I'm real tempted. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I debate it all the time. Like, should I just fucking dox these motherfuckers right
I've
back?
done it. I
You know
doxed
what I mean?
somebody.
Yeah, you get to that point. Should I just pull their fucking kids up on the screen and you have to prove it's your child for me to remove it? Like, should we do that? But then it's like, you know what? These type of people want you to do that. They find this miraculous
Yeah, they
way.
want you down in the gutter with them,
Yes.
down in the gutter.
And then they find this way to turn around and act like they're justified in what they did to you because you did that in response. Like, suddenly your response becomes the initiative. Your response is what set it all off. And it's like, dude, fuck you. Like, you can't even win with these people. So I've learned a long time ago that my real life remains the same, which is fantastic. I'm happy. I'm healthy, despite Voices doing her little body standoff. I'm very confident in my body. I go to the gym. I cook for my kids every day. I take them to school. They don't affect my real life at all, but I obviously affect theirs. That they come online 24/7, either watching me or speaking about me, which tells me I'm doing something fucking right because I turned a hater into a fan, and that's the best way because you bitches are now paying me. Like, you are literally paying me to hate on me.
It's a thin line between someone loving you and hating you.
Facts.
I think that the people that hate watch you, they see something in you that they want to be or they want to cure or something. It's something that keeps them watching you. Now, I don't hate watch. Do you?
No, I can't stand to. I can't stand these people. I don't even want to hear their voices.
Right, Jen. I'm right with you. I get it.
Yeah, I don't watch none of them.
What I've come to learn, though, is these people, they're so angry that others see you for who you are, not for who they want you to be. So they turn around and they're like, their whole existence on here is trying to paint me as this horrible person. My best way to prove I'm not is to keep doing what I'm doing and not get to their level, despite they literally admit it. That they posted the photo of my daughter. They posted an unflattering photo of me. They tried to purposely trigger me for a week because they had this big stream they were going to do. And they were so certain I was going to come back and be triggered and go off. And it's like, you fucking clown. First off, I may have, had you not admitted your fucking purpose out loud, you dumbass. Like, you're not even clever. But imagine that.
The guy, it's like you said, you don't want to have to carry it around with you, because when I doxed him out, the guy had a baby at home, and so they were calling me a baby doxer. I only doxed one time. I was mad at somebody took my channel with all my subs on it. I had like 6,000 subs, and they took my channel, and I got drunk and fell off the wagon. I'm an alcoholic. I don't drink, but I did fell off the wagon and got drunk and just dox somebody just like a piece of trash. I can't believe I did it, but I did. So I
At
gotta
least you
live.
own it. You know, there's people out here that will dox right to your face and then claim they never done it. So at least you acknowledge it.
Well, I
You
mean,
own
I
it,
try to
move
be
on.
honest to myself. I'm trying to do, like you were saying, I'm trying to have a year of personal growth, and I feel like I am getting better. My channel's getting better. We're having more fun. We're laughing more, more getting away from the drama, but still enough drama to keep you interested. Because let's face it, everybody loves drama, right?
That's what most people are here for. But there's a healthy way to do drama and there's a way not to.
Right.
You know?
Right.
What I've noticed is
The
when
back and
somebody
forth.
there's healthy back and forth and there's an unnecessary back and forth. Some of these bitches are going back and forth with each other at this point. Like I'm not even involved in it. But what cracks me up is when it's not what cracked when my ex mod put out all of my private messages. Even I looked at someone and was like, damn, I can't believe I said that shit. Now I can tell you why I said it. I can justify it based on what was going on at the time. People never like to give context. But the fact of the matter is I realized I'm like, damn, no, I was pretty fucking nasty. Like I had part to do with why I ended up where I ended up. You know what I mean? And I said then that my revenge was going to be better in myself. That was the bet. I wasn't going to argue with them. I wasn't going to go back at them. I'm not going to dox their family because they dox mine. I'm just going to have my personal growth and my online growth, and I'm going to proceed forward. And they hate the fact that I fucking did it, and I'm still doing it. They hate that.
And that was exactly why I came up here. That was my point. You have shown them that you're not going to stoop to be on low levels like they have. But just without you, they have no content. You are their content.
I know.
And that's sickening when they have to go. I mean, I've seen some of the stuff they've done. That's disgusting.
It is. It is. And I'm sorry because I won't say it with you up here because I know you like her, you're friendly or whatever. But when you're willing to host those type of people because you feel like I deserve it because I dare be bold and have somebody say your name, come on.
Who you talking about? I don't think I've ever had that person up on my channel.
No, Queen's threatening to have all these people that are doing this shit up on her panel.
I hope she don't do that.
Yep, that is her big threat for tonight. She's going to host all these people and the children attackers, the doxers, the real lifers, and basically I guess become what she used to stand against. That's the way I see it. She ain't showing my ass, she's showing her own. It ain't going to be my ass shown.
Nope. I want no parts of them. Them people that did that stuff to you, I don't want no parts of them. Sorry.
Me either.
They're horrible.
Yeah, I do too, Scorpio Sting. I have a problem when people sit there and lie to your face. There was a girl the other day, she swore on her kids 3 times, knowing full fucking well that she was lying. So I can't have any respect for anybody like that. How you doing, Pristine and Savannah? It's good to see you, mods. I'm sorry, I just naturally start taking over. I feel like I'm on
that's
my
okay.
That's weird.
Well,
no,
I've got to go pick up Valentine's Day stuff yet for tomorrow's parties for my kids.
I know.
So I just wanted to jump up here and let you know you do have support. And you just keep doing you, Granny. You just keep doing you.
Thank you so much.
All right, I'll talk to you later. I'll be in chat. I'll be listening.
Bye, sweetheart.
Bye-bye.
Yeah,
I was never that nasty in public, Gary, because I was encouraged to speak all of it out in private so I wouldn't do something stupid and regrettable in public on YouTube. And the same person that encouraged that is now using those private conversations to try to, demonize me. It's fucking quite ironic if you think about it.
I hate that. And you're so well spoken. You sound like you have a radio voice. I mean, I really enjoy your pleasing on my ears. Thank you for that.
Now, Mr. T, I know when I'm being lied to. Don't give me no lying, flattering.
No, I'm telling the truth, honey. I'm not brown nosing you.
That's one of the running. But I do appreciate that.
Oh, you're welcome. You deserve it, sweetheart.
I know, it's so funny because they're always saying, I mean, I mispronounce words and I do have a crass voice. I know that sometimes I get loud and crude and, but that's all right. No, Kathy, I didn't get them yet. I will. Mr. T can sing. Not me, I can't. But he actually does sing and play the instruments, right? Guitar.
Yeah, I play guitar. Sing.
Now, Mr. T, you done pissed some people off because I'm getting messages left and right to watch out for you.
Oh, you can't. Don't worry about that. I'm a great person. I'm a very loyal person, and I don't flip flop once I'm somebody's friend. And I can separate friendships. You know, some people can't, but I can.
Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
definitely sing you a song, Lindsay, when you come to my channel.
You should have heard his rap the other day.
I love it.
Oh,
Yes, I'll drop it for you, Truth and Justice. This is awesome. They're begging for my links. This is great. I love to get new subs from places. My channel is so unique. I get subs from everywhere.
That's awesome, but you got to be careful with that. Hey, Allie.
Why is that?
Because these are crama bitches, man. You invite one that dislikes another, and next thing you know, you got an all-out war.
Oh, it'll be all right. Yeah, I can drop bars, Ludwig.
He was dropping bars. He was. He reminded us of what was it, Jameson? We were dying. I forget.
Probably a knockoff version of Eminem or something. I don't know. Hey, Ian Cam, how you doing?
Boston Bridget.
Spitfire. That's a good one. Spitfire. Hell yeah. You want to hear some bars?
Be rad.
Let me pull up something, see if I can share it. Maybe we can get some bars. You don't care, do you?
No, I don't care. Malibu's Most Wanted. Be rad.
That's funny. Be rad. I remember that. Ooh, see if we can get it pulled up. Present. Anabolic Beats. Right there we are. Just present it. We'll get it going on.
Don't stop me, don't stop me, don't stop me. Hey, hey, hey! Don't stop me, don't stop me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Don't stop me.
It's rapping grandpa back again, aka Mr. T. Up, strap it up, let's begin. The party's rocking, Mr. T's back again. And I'm driving in my Tonka toy truck, just switched the lanes, changed the game. That's what's up, cause I'm like Kobe on game night. I gotta keep my game so fucking tight. It's like lacing up your shoes, you never know what I'm gonna do. When I do's what I do's, when I cruise through. I'm 22s, got the rims spinning, you know I'm looking at you too, girl. You know you light up my world, I'm all out of place. Rebel toes in the house, and the consequences again. Boston Bridget, she's sinning again. What's up, Boston Bridget? I ain't gonna threaten to kill you today. How about that? Ha ha ha! Hee hee hee! Y'all listen to me, I got the little brown jug and I'm sipping on straight whiskey, smoking on the bro. You know I got it, baby doll, let's go. Twerking out forever. You know I'm so good, I keep it oh so clever. And I run to the track like this. And then I back it up, bitches, let's begin. Mic drop in the motherfucking place. Jelly Roll, I put him in his fucking place. Eminem, Dr. Dre, Tupac and Biggie. I don't give a fuck, how my nuts swing much more jiggy. We dropped 20 so far, maybe I should stop, Granny, let's cut it up. Here we go, it was 1, 2, 3, we're out eating Xanax bars in the stars. All right, Granny.
Mr. T, you chased away 22 people.
I know, that's why I stopped. Oh my God. Are you a numbers person? Are you all about numbers or what?
No, it was just funny because I seen the same thing happen over on Ernie, so I wanted to see who would last out for it. Now, listen, I'll tell you what, I got my solid crew, and I'm very, very thankful for them.
Yeah, it's
He
awesome.
said
They
he'll
seem
take
like a
Jelly
good
Roll out.
bunch.
What, did
I
you
just
really
love
threaten to
that.
kill Boston Bridget?
I did one time back years ago. She's held it against me ever since
Why'd you do that?
because I'm an asshole. It was stupid. I didn't really mean it. I was just mad and kind of had diarrhea of the mouth. You ever do that? Get
Yeah,
pissed
yeah,
and say something you don't mean.
absolutely. I've definitely done that. She's not happy with you. I like Boston.
Yeah, she's great. She's fucking hilarious.
She
She
is.
should be
She's
a comedian. She should.
natural comedy.
She's naturally fucking funny. Oh,
Yeah.
Lord, here she goes. Come on up, Bridget. We can talk about it.
Yes, he was the one cutting up on Tina.
I try to be a good boy. I've been doing better. Like I said, I'm trying to have a year of personal growth, for myself, for nobody else, just myself. And hey, maybe it's working out this time.
I mean, if you're serious, if you're, if you really regret the way you've acted before and you're really trying to be different, yeah. If you're just saying that to grab subs and tell people what they want to hear, well, that ain't good.
No, I ain't doing that. It's one thing to grab a sub and it's another thing to keep a sub. I only want people that genuinely want to be around me and my channel.
That's true.
Frosting Girl Bridget says my pants are on fire.
Liar, liar, pants on fire, she said.
Yeah.
We do commend growth, but there are a lot of people that say, oh, I'm sorry to read that, Angel. This is Mr. T. Mr. T is from the Boit.
That's the very bottom of YouTube.
That's the bottom of YouTube. Allison, thank you for the super chat. I got to play my super chat video. Hold on.
Hello!
Thank you, Allison.
Well, I appreciate you having me up today, Granny. I'm going to dip down and make room for somebody else. Maybe Bridget might want to come up and enjoy some time with you. I will definitely be back.
Well, I appreciate you.
That you will take time and come by and visit me soon, Granny.
Absolutely. Have a good night or good day.
Good night, Jen.
Jess. That's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It is okay. Boy, British, yeah. I was getting messages like, watch out. There's some around here who probably meet the requirements to part of that area of YouTube. Yeah, Bridget, I had no clue. I had no idea. I'm sorry to hear that. Get the raid out. Is that what we need now? Listen, I got the perfect way to chase people away.
I find it hilarious. You just are so desperate to wanting my attention. You haters just will stop at nothing. You all must want me to hop in the sack with every one of you. I'll give you some. Come my way. I'll get you in bed. I'll show you a good time. How about that? I find it hilarious. You just are so desperate to wanting my attention.
Now that is the best raid. How dare you, Jameson? I sing good. You called me Jen. I was wondering, Jet. He represents the get back, demon. Oh my goodness. That's a good one. That is a good one. I'll tell you what. That's what nightmares are made of. Well, nightmares are made of these bored ass people on YouTube that have nothing better to do than obsess over other people. So again, my stream from yesterday will be unprivated. I was editing out advertising somebody. So I am sorry that that it is down, but it will be back up. I didn't hide it. I've nothing to hide. I just wanted to edit out because, like I said, some of these people, as you all are aware, will intentionally use your name in order to try to grow their channels. So my dumbass responded and gave them a chance to grow their channel with it. That is their main purpose. And while I'm not here for that, because, you know, just because you're Big Brother and your personal content ain't getting you nowhere doesn't mean you get to use my name to try to do it. No, ma'am. Here's the thing. You should probably find yourself. You know why a lot of these channels come and go? Channels come and go because you're not building a base of people that support you for you. You are hate bonded. And you're not doing so in a way that people are getting to know you in the meantime. They're getting to know me and what you think of me, but they don't get to know you. And that's why channels like yours don't last, because there's only so much you can repeat the same shit about somebody. There's only so many times you can host a panel about the same person before people eventually get tired or come to realize that you're simply obsessed. And when their obsession is no longer the same as yours, you start to lose people one by one. And I think that is where you'll find yourself. That's why these type of channels don't last. My goodness, on what is happening in the world right now, I agree. I agree, it is. How'd you do that? There are very few I listen to without knowing all content, but Bridget is one. Bridget's hysterical. She is hysterical. Jesus, Gary, no, it doesn't. So we'll be back live. Depending what is all happening, we might have to go live and either laugh at it, debunk it, or point out the hypocrisy of it all. But we'll find out. Time will tell us. I don't understand how they can say the same things over and over every night. Me neither, One Red Rose. Me neither. I have to say, I'm sick of how voice saying Grady's watching as an 8th grade education. Yeah, that is funny because I have way further than an 8th grade, which makes me think she likely has the 8th grade education, you know? Because you ever notice these people seem to insult with their biggest insecurities? Like that's their usual go-to insult because they've likely heard it their entire lives. So I really think that's her insulting herself. But the best part is when she said that and somebody else turned around and said, well, I only went to school till whatever. She's like, well, you're different. Why? So stupid. Thank you, Halloween baby. I appreciate all of you sincerely. Like I said, depending how it goes, we might just go ahead and have to strike up a stream and either debunk, show the receipts, give the context, or just laugh. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. So I hope you all have a great day. I hope you all remember at the end of the day, you all are and will always be better than fucking Voices. She is nothing. She is trash. I'm in competition with nobody but myself. Doesn't matter how hot you think your body is or how clever you think you are or how cool you think you are. The only coattails I'm chasing is the future of myself. Nothing to do with you. And yeah, let's see how far you all get. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you, Spudler. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, Kathy, for coming up. Thank you, OK Crime News. I'm not sure if I'm thanking you yet, Mr. T, but appreciate your time and fix your ceiling, fix your life, fix your teeth, fix your fucking living arrangements, your shower, fix it all. Don't worry about me. I'm doing great. I'll see you all at the next one. And do me a favor, stop watching these idiots. This is what they feed off. They feed off the views. Don't even watch. You don't need to. Who cares? They're repeating the same shit. Nothing new. Same shit. They're venom. They're jealousy. They're envy. They're, you know, what they can't and won't be. Jace is messing with the piano behind me. Fix your souls. Amen. Thank you so much, Grandma Sherry. Thank you to everybody who sent me a super chat, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Really means a lot to me. I made money off your name today. Willie says, how about that? What did she call it? Bash for cash? Is that what you called it before, Voices? Maybe I might keep doing this regularly. Seems the people like it. Maybe I just might build my... Maybe I will ride your coattails. I don't know. Think about it. Might be good. Might be good. It is. It's Bash for Cash content, right? It's what she called it. I thought so. Hey, Eva, Karian, you guys are coming right at the end. Makes me feel like bad leaving. Bash for Cash content is what she called it. Bash for Cash.
Hello! Ah!
She should change her name to Voices Fit for Radio. I think I may, Lindsay. I think I may. Other people like to go live when I'm live to try to, stunt my views or something. So maybe I just will. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how much time I want to dedicate to these freaks today. Obviously, they can't go 5 minutes of their day without thinking of me. So, I don't know. Maybe we will. Maybe we will. Right. Her other loaf of bread. To drive back to McDonald's and get her teeth out of the trash can. I digress. Let me stop. You all have a great day. Please hit the thumbs up if you haven't. And if we're not live tonight, we'll be live tomorrow. So I'll see you there.